Join the Tanks. This is a World War I poster analysis by Justine Kiever. So this is the poster in question. It was produced by the United States Tank Corps in 1919, and it was posted in Washington, D.C. So in 1919, World War I had already ended, so the US was trying to rebuild its arsenal and allow the rest of the citizens to go back to a normal life as close to they could. So the Tank Corps was a division of the US Army, and their goal was to teach soldiers how to drive, maintain, and repair armored vehicles. The poster reads, "An education for you. Join the tanks. US Army. See recruiting officer." And the artist of this poster was J.P. Wharton. The audience of this poster, so you can assume, since it was posted in barracks and a local engineering plant, that they were looking for existing soldiers, young men, engineers and plant workers. And then based off of the imagery, you can assume they're looking for strong individuals to work on these vehicles. And then finally, based on the text, you can assume they're looking for people who may be considering an education. So some visual components that I saw that maybe contributed to the poster's success are the color scheme, orange, black, and white, the bold text, and the high contrast. So orange is a color that's often associated with enthusiasm and excitement. You can also think about it's used for warning signs and traffic cones because it really draws people's attention. And then the text, it's bold, it's in black, it's in all caps. It's really easy to read. They wanted people to pass this poster and not spend a lot of time to understand its message. Finally, the high contrast between the black and white and the imagery, it would have really grabbed people's eye. It would have made them want to look at this poster. And then with the text oriented above and below the image, people's eye are going to look at the whole poster. They're going to go through like a Z motion and really see every detail. And then the composition of the image. You see a strong mechanic in a uniform. He has his tools and he's working on a gear. And then the midground, you see a tank. And then in the very back, there are the three like circle shapes. And I assumed these were missile-like objects. So these projectiles, they were flying toward the US. It kind of brings a sense of urgency to the people who are reading this poster. They kind of see it as a threat to the US and its citizens, and they're going to want to do anything they can to stop this threat. So going deeper into the text, it says, "An education for you. Join the tanks. US Army. See recruiting officer." So at the time, a lot of young men who were coming out of their primary schooling would have been looking for a secondary education, or they would have been jumping right into a career. So for the people who didn't really know what they wanted to do in their future, would have seen this as an opportunity to get an education as well as a career. And then if they were interested, they see the instructions and they immediately know what to do. So it says, see a recruiting officer. If they are interested in this position, that's all they would have to do. And that's all. Thank you.